Hello, hello. How are you doing today, chat? I had to stay a bit late at work today and then go do adulting stuff, and I don't wanna be an adult. I had to go pay bills and shovel snow. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't wanna shovel more snow. It's cold. I'm baby. I'm not an adult. I wanna be baby. Why do I gotta be an adult? Anyway, no more of that. No more. No more. No more. No more. I got it out of my system. How are you doing today? I'm not too sure what we're gonna do today. I was thinking we'd just chat a whole bunch. I know Boreas will probably be in here any moment, and some of the others as well. It's not that late over there just yet. It's just getting towards evening. Oh, I should be getting a hold of Cass, though, sometime tonight, and they'll be making my first Foogie. Which once we have that, I'll be able to use that when I want to play bigger games like Enshrouded, which is my absolute favorite. Maybe I can even bring in some friends to play it with me. Although I still haven't fought the very final boss of it yet. It would probably be more fun, though, if we started from the beginning, right? And then even after I beat it, it's going to be my comfort game for stream. I really like the building system in it. It's all voxel based, so it's kind of like Minecraft, but the blocks are really small. And then it has smoothing features and everything for the terrain blocks to make them all look really nice. And that's before you even get into the graphics quality. The game is absolutely fantastic. And it's still new and under production, so it'll be around for a while. Let's see. I'm thinking we do need to do a little bit of a follower push because we did gain one follower since the new goal started, which means we're about halfway to that goal. I'm thinking maybe on Sunday we do a big stream and I take a shot for every follower we get. Who knows? Maybe I live, maybe I die, maybe I drown. I was taking a shot for every time Ghoulie died the other day in original Baldur's Gate. To the one boss, the one that hits with the big club, the lizard man. And I'll tell you this, even with only 3 shots, I was feeling something. Might have also had something to do with my stomach full of apple cider. I had 2 continents going to war inside of me. It was not a good combination. Sake and apple juice? No, 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 no. I don't wanna do that again. Yeah, I think we can have a little bit to drink though. For today's stream, I'll have to go up and get a fresh bottle if I want to do a special though. Ooh, or we could do a drunk Dark Souls. I've already played all the Dark Souls games, but they're fantastic and I'd love to play them again. Although I'd have to purchase them a second time since I have them on console, and I don't currently have a way to stream from my console. At least not with my model. Nothing beats a good sake. Although it'd be better if it was warm, but I don't have stuff set up to warm it at the moment. And room temperature sake is better than no sake. We'll be pleasantly tipsy. Well, chat, what do you think we should do today? I can open up my Steam and see what we got. Let's go to the library. Can you filter by games I have downloaded? Sort by ready to play. We don't have many games downloaded at the moment. I have Baldur's Gate, but that's way too big to play on stream. It would make my computer die. Which means I should honestly uninstall it just to make space. Then I have Enshrouded, which we'll be playing that once we get the Fugi. Which should be within the next month. I bet Cass honestly does it within a week. But I don't want to rush them. Which leaves us with Rimworld, Slay the Spire. We could continue our Stellaris game from 2 days ago. Or we could do some Final Fantasy XIV. Or I could download a game. I know my dude wanted us to play Kenshi. But I don't have that game purchased. I do have Story of Seasons. I have Civilization 5 and 6 and Humankind. I have Crusader Kings 1 and 2. I have Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3 that we could download real quick. There's Buckshot Roulette if we had some friends. Helldivers would probably be a bit too intensive for on stream, and I'd have to charge my controller. There's Left 4 Dead 2, Lethal Company, Phasmophobia, Project Zomboid, Stealthcraft, or Unfortunate Spaceman. I have the Monster Prom trilogy. We have Cultivation Simulator, Clansfolk, Dwarf Fortress, or Lords and Villains. We have Grime. Grime is really fun. There's also Have a Nice Death and Vigil the Longest Night. Or if those aren't up to speed, we could do Battle Brothers or Divinity Original Sin 2. There's also War Tales or XCOM Enemy Unknown. If those aren't up to speed, we could do Cloud Meadow, Graveyard Keeper, Potion Permit, Spirity, Stardew Valley. There's 7 Days, Ark, Grounded, Myth of Empires, or Satisfactory. I think Satisfactory might explode things, though. We got Total War 3 Kingdoms, Romance of the Three Kingdoms, Nobunaga's Ambition Ascension, or Total War Shogun, which I haven't touched yet. There's Dawn of Man, Frostpunk, Islanders, or Kanga. And there's Black Desert, Brighter Shores, which wasn't that fun if I'm being fully honest. We have Core Keeper. There's also Cult of the Lamb, Dark and Darker, or Darkest Dungeon. Dominion 6, Dune the Spice Wars. We have Oblivion. There's also Fermi Paradox, but that's a lot of reading. There's Grim Knights and Grim Realms, Hearts of Iron 4, Heroes of Adventure Road to Passion, Mafia, Midnight Ramen again, Mountain Blade 2, Necrosmith, Once Human. I haven't touched that. I don't know what its requirements are. Oxygen Not Included, Plate Up. I have Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time, but the game is pretty poorly done. The port, I should say. The original PS2 version, though, was absolutely fantastic. See, what else do we have? We have the Ramen Sensei. That's a cute little game. Soul Lash, Star Dynasty. Oh, hello there, Boreas. How are you doing today? And that's pretty much all the games I have. Oh, I had to go be an adult, and I don't like being an adult. I had to go pay bills and shovel snow and work. That last one was the worst of all. My electric bill was over $300. That's way too much. My electric bill was nearly the same price as my model. At least being an adult means I can deal with that problem by having a glass of wine, and that's pretty cool. Oh, Boreas, what kind of game? Yeah, I don't know what $300 is in ZAR. I know my bill in summer is only $50. Uh, it would be 30,000 bits. Does that give you an idea? It's 5,540? That sounds like a lot. Yeah. I assume that is a lot of ZAR. I don't know what your electric bills look like over there. I assume it's warmer. It looks like it would be warm over there. I don't know why, but I assume South Africa is like a bit tropical. Is that a good assumption or am I very wrong? Yeah, like warm year round. Like how you would think of Hawaii as being tropical. Oh, wait. That's actually a lot farther south now that I think about it. But I'll ask you, what kind of game do you think would be fun to play? I was just going through looking at all my games I have, trying to decide what I should download. Stellaris was fun, but I don't think anybody really showed up other than you and Panda. And I'd like something that brings a few more people around. Oh, so by the temperature of the water currents? I think I'm understanding that right. Maybe we could play Crusader Kings 3. That is one of my comfort games. But I don't even hardly read in that game, so that might annoy some people. Yeah, I think we'll download CK3 again. See, how long will that take? We'll have to uninstall Baldur's Gate. I keep installing Boulder Skate and saying I'm going to finish it, but I never do. All right, 1 second. Let me click uninstall. While that's uninstalling, I'll check in Discord. Under what channel? I don't see it in general. I don't see it, Boreas. Oh, I see. You put it in IRL. It has a subtropical climate. So temperate, Mediterranean, and subtropical, depending on the part of the country. Okay. With a little bit of desert as a treat. I see. Let's see. Let's go CK3, one of my favorite games. And click install. We have lots of free space, so it should install pretty easily. And then I should... can I limit its speed? Nah, we'll just let it go. Okay. It says it'll take about 10 minutes for the game to download. And this is also a good check to see if we get any lag or something when I start a download in the background. We shouldn't. I surely pay for enough speed. Yeah, my apartment uses electrical heat, which is nice because that means I don't have a gas bill, but it gets really expensive in the winter. But it's better than the house I grew up in. We had a wood-burning fireplace, and that's a lot of work to keep going. Gas bill, like natural gas, like propane and that sort of thing. For example, if you've ever had a stove that when you turn it on, it has a flame instead of a heated electric element, that would be a gas stove. I don't in my house, but in America in general, if you have gas, you have to pay for it. My apartment doesn't have a gas line as far as I'm aware. Oh, do you have socialized gas? That'd be nice. Socialized utilities would be really nice. If you don't pay for it, that usually means that the government pays for it. Whether that is that the government owns the gas company or the gas production. Kind of like how socialized medicine would be if you don't have to pay for your medicine at the doctor because the government pays for it. I've been on a big spree of listening to economics videos, which has been fun to do. I still couldn't tell you what Keynesian economics are, but it keeps coming up, and it feels like every time I watch a video explaining some kind of social issue, it comes back to Miss Margaret Thatcher, and I'm not even an American. But at this point, every time I hear the name Margaret Thatcher, I just shake my fist at the heavens. Even though I know she went in the exact opposite direction, I tell you what. Yeah, but our government doesn't do any nice things like helping organize utilities at a lower cost through taxes. Instead, they just take away TikTok and then give it back the next day. Oh, you put photos of your city? Oh, that is really pretty. I'll be honest. I have never seen a mountain in real life. Nor have I seen the ocean now that I think about it. The Table Mountain. Yeah, it has that really flat top. That's why it's called a table. I honestly expected a more visceral reaction when I said I've never seen the ocean or a mountain. Here, let me grab this photo. Sure. Wow, bam. Look at that. It's so pretty. Here, we're gonna put this on the wall. There we go. We got a new picture hanging on the wall. Oh, it's a stadium. But for anyone curious, this is the city Boreas is talking about. There we go. And then we'll delete it. Yep, delete. Hello, Panda. How are you doing today? Yeah, I think we're going to play some CK3 once it finishes downloading. Uh, can't help you with coffee right now. All I got is wine. I'm done with work for the day. Yeah, I was telling Boreas, I don't want to be an adult no more. Ah, the Lion's Head Mountain. That's interesting. Let me look at that photo again, see if I can see it. Okay. Doesn't look like a lion to me, but wicked. Oh, hello, Joey. No worries, Boreas. I'm the streamer. I'm the one that's got to say hi to all the peoples. I have to appease the masses. Ah, I'll take your word for it. But yeah, Panda Joey, I was telling Boreas that I don't want to be an adult no more. My electrical bill today, it was $300 and change. Nearly $100 than it was last year at this time. That's too much money. That's too much money for my tiny little apartment. I don't know wanna. It was almost as much as my model. At least I can pay for it. It's just annoying. Ooh, CK3 finished downloading. Man, everything on my computer is freaking out because I've used up my like 1 gigabyte of cloud storage. And I never even got to choose what was being used. If I owned the apartment I live in, I could consider that. But since I'll one day move out of here, I wouldn't want to invest in upgrading the apartment. Ooh, that is very pretty. Why don't we get mountains over here, Joey? I want some mountains. I've never even seen a mountain before. I'm starting to think they're fake. Yeah, for the month in this place. $300 dues. Alright, I've got CK3 launching. I hate that I can't change the settings. Mountains are just hills that I gotta up, maybe. Yeah, really up. Huh. I can probably put South Africa third or fourth on my list of places to go. Let's see. I'm gonna click play. And then I get to launch the game, which means I'm not going to be able to see you too well unless I pull out my phone. So let's pull out the phone real quick while the game is launching. And let's see, open my channel. Not Joe San, G San. I can't even write my name properly. There we go. Now I can see chat again. Oh, that's probably most places. Just where you end up in there. It decides which side is the nice side and which side isn't so nice. Everywhere's got their good and bad areas. All right. So I gotta change the game so it launches in board or in window mode rather than in full screen. That way I'll still be able to see the chat. The largest man-made hole. I've seen the deepest, but not the largest, I don't think. Wait, is it that big diamond mine? Yeah, I misspelled instead of G-San, Joe-San, because the I and the O are right by each other. And I have fat fingers. In Kimberley. I assume that is in South Africa. Ooh. Hiding down. Go back up. Wow. Oh, that's too high. Oh, things are breaking. There's two of me. I've been cut in twain. There we go. That should fix it. Be an inside joke. Like 90 seconds later? It could just be that the game I'm launching is taking a lot of processing power, so we'll give it just a moment and see if we can't fix the lag once that ends. If you could also try just pressing pause and play. Okay. Hopefully we can get that fixed once the game fixes itself. Cancel download. I don't want you downloading my other save files. I don't need them. In fact, I don't want my saves on the cloud, because what if there's no internet, but I still want to play the game? Go back to Discord. Okay. The Kimberly Mine. I gotta lean forward. Equivalent to 2,722 kilograms. Ground excavation 22,500,000 T. Not sure what that is. Depth of hole is 215 meters. Put an exclamation point song and it'll tell you what it's called, Joey. Here, I can do it this one time. Oh, tons. That's a lot of tons. You do that. There we go. And the game launched. So we're going to go into the settings. Go to graphics. We're going to drop the quality down. And then I need to find Windows. Oh, wait. I need to change that before. Oh, no. Oh, I assume they're saying Wicked to the command to show what song. Oh, my computer is struggling. Come on, computer. You can do it. I believe in you. See, how bad is it? Let's pull up my dash here. All right. We are using 83% of RAM. GPU fan is running. But only 25% of, or 30% of, 46% of GPU. Oh, that's going up really fast. That's half. Okay, it's going back down. Now it's back to 25. Here, we might not get to play CK3 today because it just stopped responding. Let's force close the program. There we go. That should hopefully make things run better. And then I'm going to open the CK3 launcher and see if I can change how it launches a little easier. I swear, Paradox games, they'd be really nice if I didn't have to use their dumb launcher. Alright, talk to you later, Boreas. SYS 32, System 32. That sounds important. I don't know how many systems I have. And I'm pretty sure I did that on one of my old computers at one point in time. I'm pretty sure on the computer you have now, that used to be mine, I kind of did that to it. Why was I messing with System 32? I was just like, wow, look at all these files here. I'd have so much more space if these files weren't here. So I started deleting files to try and make this thing work better. Well, yeah, I did a full hard reset, which probably involved re-downloading Windows. All right, talk to you later, Boreas. Why are you begging? What will happen if I delete System 32? Is that the proverbial blue pill or the red pill? I don't know which pill makes you see the realities. I'm not enough of an incel to understand that reference. All right, come on, computer. I believe in you. You can do it. Oh, so that's where like that's where Windows lives. The like actual programs that let you use your computer. Okay. That's pretty wicked. Then what is a System 64? Because there's a lot of System 64 stuff on my computer. And what is Linux? And why do people delete all their stuff out their computer and install Linux? I think that's what it was called. I could be remembering wrong. I don't even know what a Linux is. I just know that people keep installing it on their computers. Oh boy. CK3 just crashed when I tried to relaunch it. Let's go. I failed to upload the crash report. Wicked. So we're not playing CK3 today, guys. You know what I need to learn? I need to learn how to connect my Nintendo Switch to my computer so I could stream Switch games. I downloaded CK3 not 5 minutes before stream. No, I downloaded it like 10 minutes into stream. capture card. Do you just go to Walmart and get one of those, or what do you got to do to capture card stuff? Because I do have a Nintendo Switch. It's at my parents' house from when my little cousin was visiting because they wanted to play Mario Kart. But we could play Mario Kart, and I could get my ass kicked in Mario Kart. At Target and Best Buy. Well, I'll be in the big town over this coming weekend, so I can go see if I can find it while I'm over there. Because if I learn how to play Mario Kart from chat, it'd be like being raised by wolves. I'd be pretty good. What do you mean a hard mod? I assume it's just a little card thingy that goes into the back of it. Oh, and does the Nintendo Switch need a specific capture card? No, I don't want to solder nothing. Solderizing used to be a crime in like all the states and the UK. No worries, Panda. Joey was just wondering if a capture card would be a hard mod to the Nintendo Switch, or if it just goes in like the game card slot, or how it works. Ooh. It would be really cool though if we did play some Pokemon games, Joey. Maybe not Conquest. USB capture card on PC. I will investigate this. We're going to the source of all human knowledge, Google. I was more thinking like we start with my first Pokemon game, the Pokemon trading card game for Nintendo DS Color. Oh. Let's see. Nintendo Switch capture card. All right, so this is just a weird little scrungly thing. So, how does that work? If it's not physically connected to my computer, does it like Bluetooth to my computer, the videos? I'm confused. Let's go to images so I can make it bigger. Oh, we could have Mario Kart Mondays. I could suffer. Chat, you could make me suffer in Mario Kart. Who am I kidding? I wouldn't even win against bots. We're gonna go. Oh, we're gonna 200cc. I don't know what that means. I know they're CCs and I know it gets faster. Okay, so I see. Yeah, he sees the speed. Okay, I think I usually play at like 150 or 100. Okay. And that also means that all the processing power would be on the Switch, not on my PC. Okay. I like that. I see. And there is a new Mario Kart coming out, which has, if I remember right, 24 players. I'll be honest, I don't even think I know 24 people. Imagine the chaos, though. An open world Mario Kart? How would that even work? That's just turning into Need for Speed. I remember Need for Speed. That was a good game back on PlayStation 2, back when you were racing for pink slips. I loved being able to steal people's cars. Hmm. I wonder. If I went and dug out the old PlayStation 2, I could probably also use the capture card magics. That'd be pretty interesting. That'd be really interesting. It's in storage at my parents' house. I'm pretty sure we also have a PlayStation 1. Not sure if they still work. You know, when I was a little baby, I'd be sitting there holding a PlayStation controller that was plugged into the memory card slot of the PlayStation 1 while my dad was playing Tomb Raider. It's one of those things where I know the games I played as a child, they wouldn't hold up. But it'd still be pretty cool to play again. And the PlayStation 2, by far the best console ever made, mainly because everyone could make games for it. Nowadays, the consoles are so complicated that most companies can't even make games for them. Yeah, I need to slide my model down just a little bit more. There we go. Used to be anybody and their uncle. If they knew how to make games, they could put them on every console. It wasn't even that hard. The Nintendo eShop? Not in the past 2 years. All right. See you in a bit, Panda. What's going on with the Nintendo eShop? Your little emoji face is telling me nothing. I assume that's the yikes. AI shovelware. I thought only Nintendo games went on the Nintendo shop. I swear, if you try to tell me Nino Kuni is shovelware, I just kind of assumed the Nintendo Switch was like the PlayStation Plus. And like me, no game or games. X-rated games on a Nintendo Pro. product in the year of our Lord and Savior 2025? That's not possible. I mean, yeah, that's not possible. Fake news. I don't believe it. I'm gonna Google uh X-rated games. Oh god, that was a mistake. That was a mistake on the Nintendo eShop. Oh wow. This looks just like that other site. Oh, they won't let me look at the Nintendo eShop because I have ad block on. Oh wow. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. All right, I'm just going to start reading some of these titles. We have Gal Gun Return, Summer and Triage, Anime vs. Evil Apocalypse, Eternal Threads, Qualia, The Path of Promise, Hatsumiri from the Future Undying, Date Journal. Oh, welcome in. These people decided to curse me with the knowledge that inappropriate games exist on the Nintendo eShop. And now I'm just reading the titles. There's Dream Cutter, Starlight Drifter, Sakura Allen. Then we get into the weird ones. We have Hentai Girls Special Edition, Hentai World Complete Edition, Hentai Girls Ultimate Edition, not to be confused with Special Edition, even though they're the exact same price. There's Lucy's Got Problems, which she does. Slime Girl Smoothies. Giant Wishes. There's Otoko Cross Pretty Boys Breakup. Aeroblast Waifu Dating Sim. We are reading the names of the inappropriate games on the Nintendo eShop because I just found out that was a thing. And I'll be honest, I wasn't ready for this information. This looks a heck of a lot like other sites I used to see at different times in my life, like yesterday. I mean, anyway, back to it. There's Sentimental Deathloop. Hentai Girls 1, which is not to be fused again with the Special Edition or the Ultimate Edition. There's Sakura Dungeon. I can only assume that's of the sexual orientation. Waifu Space Conquest. Hentai Dream. Pretty Girls 2048 Strike. Sable Grimoire, A Dragon's Treasure. This is bad. This is really bad. Well, oh wait, it gets better. There's Mythology Waifus Mahjong and Otoko Cross Pretty Boys Klondike Solitaire. There's also Burrow of the Fallen Bear, a gay furry visual novel, full title. And I got nothing against furries, but why is this on the Nintendo eShop? Nintendo has always built themselves as for children, like Disney. What's happening here? Like, I'm not a prude, but these things need their own special place. You want to go to the library and put 50 Shades of Grey in with the picture books. That gets its own shelf. Exactly. Did you make it yourself? I assume you mean my model. It was done by the wonderful Katia. Here, if I just switch screens to my break screen, you'll see I have her her Twiddler at there, Katia 3. But I did do the rigging myself. Oh no, it's made to order. I saw she was selling some pre-mades though, and went and spoke to her and asked her about getting one made. This one took about, I want to say, 2.5, 3 months. So a pretty good turnover. Yeah, the rigging was done by myself. That's why it's not the best. But I was able to find a YouTube tutorial. And I followed that and it turned out decently. I even have toggles. I'll show them off. And even the glasses come off. And then I have the little drop shadow. Fine. Just for a little bit. I have a crying toggle, but you can't see it unless it's up close. I have an angry. You're always so entertaining when I take off the shirt, Boreas. What do you mean by chibi panels? Do you mean like having a full chibi mode? Because that'd be cool, but that would be basically a second model on top of this one. I do not. I don't think I've heard that term before. I've probably seen them and just don't know the word. All right. I'll let you learn me something here. I assume you mean like manga panels. Or like a big panel of glass? I'm going to take that lol as a no. Panels for Twitch. You mean like on my Twitch page? Oh, in the info. Well, I could learn to set it up a bit better, but I'm pretty sure I have Katia's information on there. Let me see. Let's see. If we go to my Le channel, go to the about. Oh, you mean like oh, you're right. I haven't edited my about since I launched. I just have my VODs, Blue Sky, and Twiddler. We're editing that right now. That is irresponsible of me not to have that in there. Art by I will just put in Katya's information on my about page, but then I will look into how to set that up properly in between streams. I'm still learning. This is only my second week of streaming. Oh, and thank you very much for the follow. Is it Kurenai? Am I saying that right? Let's see. Grab that link. I listen. Can't say I'll understand. I'm listening. I'm listening very intensely. I'm not seeing nothing yet. Oh, I've already kind of got it planned out, but it'll be a while before I do any commissioning or anything like that. My next big commission is going to be my Fugi, which I've already spoken to Cass about. Oh, sorry, but I'm not in the market at this time. Oh yeah, my Fugi. It'll be the little Fugis are the little reactive images in the bottom corner that like open their mouth and do stuff when you speak, but they're not a full model. I'll be able to use it for when I do bigger games that take a lot more processing powers. All right. Yeah, Fugi. It's called that because the guy that made the program, his company is called Fugi Tech. I assume it comes from his username. Right. Well, Jen, I do appreciate the offer and I'll keep it in mind for future, but as of right now, I won't be hiring anybody for more art. My next big thing after my Fugi is going to be getting a stream background. Milkpack TV made this one, but they made it using Stable Diffusion, so I'm only using it as a placeholder since it was free. Oh, I've been on VGen trying to find people to do the work for me, but I'll need to save up a bit before I'm ready to commission. This model and the mic and everything set me back a good bit. Luckily, Cass only charges $25 for their Fugis, so I was able to afford that without much issue. I'd really like to hire Runa, though, to do the chibi art. I used to watch her a lot, and she always made me want to draw more whenever I was watching her art streams. Or maybe I could get a hold of the artist that did Ari's. I can't remember who did hers offhand. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing anything custom made for a while. I do really enjoy streaming, but it would be too much. Yeah, and I said thank you for following. It would just be too much money to invest in a hobby. But tell you what, drop me a follow on Twitter and I'll keep you in mind in future. I'll look at your portfolio and whatnot. Who knows? Maybe someday I'll take off and I'll be able to commission lots of art from a bunch of people. All right, let's see. Well, okay, or Jen or Gen or however you'd like it pronounced. Uh, I am not going to be commissioning you anytime in the near future, so you don't need to worry about it. I largely don't trust people that come to me asking for commissions, just as a rule of thumb with how many bots and everything I find on Twitter. So I'd ask you to drop it, please. I've been trying to be very polite. How much I think it'd cost? Probably like $30 to $50 a panel, maybe more, depending on who you're commissioning and how popular they are. For the panels. Then for the background, that's going to start at least 150, 200. Oh, art commission stuff, Boreas. Oh. All right, what do you guys think we should do today, though? Do we just want to keep yapping? We could always look and see. We could play some Slay the Spire or something. I also still have Stellaris downloaded. Well, it always depends on the artist, how long they've been doing art and stuff for how much. Oh, I see, Boreas, you are voting for yapping, and we will yap. Well, I don't have an emulator downloaded. I could work on that though on Sunday maybe and try and do some Pokemon on like Mondays or no, not Mondays. I'd have to set aside a day a week to do Pokemon stuff. Oh, and thank you to everyone that's stopping in. Game Boy Color emulator. The Game Boy Color was the second console, like handheld, that Nintendo made after the Game Boy, if I'm remembering my order right. Oh, an emulator is just a program that lets like a computer run different consoles games. You can think of it like how a game file on your computer would work, but instead of it being a game file, it's all the processing stuff a console has downloaded. Oh, no worry. We don't need no brain cells around here. I'm pretty sure I accidentally swapped my last one for a Tic Tac, but at least it tasted good. Oh, I realize. Yes, I think it was yesterday, maybe the day before. I mentioned the time my mom gave my dad a black eye, and I never elaborated beyond that. That's probably one of those very yikes statements. Hey, let's test something. Chat, say 4. Will it work? I don't think it's gonna work. Oh, the cough? I was just tilting my head away from the microphone when I was coughing. I always get a bad cough every this time of year. There it is. I got to get the emote set up properly. I've made a grave error. Give me 7TV. Bring me the 4 emote, 7TV. Search. All right, that didn't work. So instead, we got to go to Ari's list. REL. RELE. Then Control F4. Where is it? It's one of the recent editions, I think. Did we find it? I can't find it. Ah, here it is. Add to. Confirm change. There we go. Oh, exclamation point social. There we go. Now I think I'll need to refresh the page. I might have to start a new stream. But then we just go 4. And will it work? Will it work? Darn it. My little 7TV emote's not working. Just. Ah! At least we still got the cat. We love the cat in this household. Oh, Boreas, do you have 7TV set up? All right, I'll go check real quick for you. No worries at all. Go to your about page. Yeah, I see a credits and about me and my stream rules. Looks good to me. Oh, well, thank you for the follow. see here. Oh, well, it looks perfectly good for the moment, at least. Well, let me send a quick message on the Discord. One moment. There we go. Your tweet? Let's see. Tweetler. Oh, it seems fine to me. Your Imperial Majesty Boreas. Oh, but if you've not done it before, just keep in mind that if you are always in character, you'll never really be able to not be in character if you become a bigger streamer. Does that make sense? If your chat kind of expects something from you, then it's really hard to change that, and always being in character can be difficult. That's why I'm just me at the end of the day, even if my model has a story. I love if I look in the corner at mod actions, I can just see a loud term bisexual ass. In all caps, as well as fucking snake. The stuff you and Toxic make me add. Yes, it was. Oh, while I think about it, Boogie Tech. Here, you might find this useful if you ever want to do stream stuff with other people. This is Reactives by Fugi Tech. Reactives are basically little pictures you can have in the corner of your stream that light up when someone is speaking. It connects to your Discord. Let's see, I'm not sure if I've got it on this scene or not, but I also have Fugi set up for in future. That way, if I ever get the chance to do a collaboration, I'll already be ready to go. Because then the Fugis are just put in by the person using the service. If they don't have one set up, it's just their profile picture. Just make sure you hide names. That way you don't accidentally show somebody's name. Oh, that's really cool. Do you know what you think you'll do for the collab? Oh, yeah, time zones can make that really difficult. You might have to get up early one day, or they may have to stay up late. Oh, only an hour ahead. That's not too bad at all then. Yeah, I don't wanna bother Ghoulie about doing collabs or stuff until I get myself a bit more established. I think if I can at least hit affiliate first, then I'll do a collab with them because they've been streaming for a while and they're really funny. A lot funnier than me, if you ask me. Well, there's lots of options for stuff to do, but honestly, you should might want to just get in a Discord call and talk to each other and try and become friends. You can't just meet each other in a collab and expect it to go well. You should know a little bit about each other beforehand. After all, if I were to just like get up one day and walk into a collab with Iron Mouse, there would be a weird mix because I would know them much better than they know me. And that wouldn't really make for entertaining content. When your mic is switched? Oh, do you mean like from a nicer mic to your built-in computer mic? Or what do you mean by that? Ooh, I leaned too far away from my microphone. It probably wasn't sounding too terribly good. Ah, that's convenient. I always just set my default microphone to my nicer one because it plugs into my USB. So when I'm not using it, I unplug it. And then I just know that it'll be using my computer mic then. Because I've got a full boom, microphone boom arm attached to my mic here. Oh, yeah, I have a wired headset for that very reason. I don't want to have to worry about it. But speaking of wireless stuff, I lost my good wireless earbuds. I had to buy some really cheap ones this morning because I'm not going to do my job at work without having no earbuds in. Joey, I've been in a weird series of videos on YouTube. I've been learning about economics in long lecture videos from a very funny man on the Unlearning Economics channel. So, like, three viewers know what to do, and I come up with the plan right there for some reason why. Oh, that's because wired usually have higher sound quality. They wouldn't sell lower quality headphones with a wire. Yeah, I actually picked my wired headphones up from the local drugstore because they have a tech section. It's the only area in town really to get any tech stuff. Oh, when I say local drugstore, I mean the pharmacy. I just think of it as the drugstore because a lot of the store is dedicated to over the counter medicine, which is stuff that you can just walk in and buy out of the aisle, like cold and flu medicine. But then the back of the store has the big pharmacy counter where you would go if your doctor tells you to pick up some medicine. Uh, I do. And a lot of my family does too. Like if you're going, like it's a Walgreens pharmacy, but it wouldn't be uncommon to call it a drugstore because that's what they sell. Yeah, you can call them both over here. Like I know that one of the really old brick buildings just says drugs on top of it because it's an old drugstore. That's what it originally was. Although back then it would be a compounding pharmacy. I'm pretty sure only the brick front of that building, though, is the original. Everything else has probably been replaced. It's too bad, too. That street used to be really pretty. Oh, Toxic went on a trip? Where did they go? Is it like a vacation or just a little road trip? Now, spousal abuse is not a good thing. You know, sometimes I look at my model and I think, why is his head at an angle? And I start fiddling with settings and whatnot. And then I just realize, my head's at an angle. It's like, why does she keep tilting his head like that? Because I'm tilting my head like that. I'm just glad I don't have really good tracking, or you'd see how I mostly talk from one side of my mouth more than the other. You went to the UK without you? I allowed it through. It really didn't like abuse my ass, which I can understand why. I should probably unallow that term after this stream. Let's see. We're gonna remove that mod action so that way that phrase is not allowed going forward. I know. Maybe I should let's scroll back and just see. Let's see. Count verification shenanigans. My first raids. Uh Me banning people. Fingers in. Had to allow that. More raids. Nightbot banning you. He sounds gay, the first thing Toxic said to me. I will smack you. Boreas the Toxic. Nightbot timing out Boreas again. Me banning another unknown user. Me allowing I will hit you. Smash every bone up his ass. Allowing the word sperm. Bisexual ass and fucking snake. That's an interesting series of words. I'm not really sure how I feel about knowing that all of that can be said in my stream now. Oh, speaking of the drugstore, I should see if they got some breathe right strips. It might help me not sound so nasally. One side of my nose just doesn't work so good. I get like a weird growth, and it kind of blocks my nose passage and makes it a bit hard to breathe on that side. Oh, probably will, yeah. Ooh, imagine if someday I could have animated story time videos. Okay, I gotta tell stories. I live a very boring life. So we gotta go back. We gotta go farther back. So in the beginning, there was a big bang too far back. So we gotta go forward. Adam and Eve, forward past that. All right, so I was sledding one of the mornings of my birthday. I think I was like 10 or 11, right? And I was sledding on 3, maybe 4 hours of sleep. Grand old time, right? You should be wide awake when you're sledding because you're going at high speed down a hill with little to no control. My friend and I were like, we're going to race. So we set up our sleds next to each other and we started racing down the hill. And this is a big hill. We're talking like 200 feet. Like 40 meters, 30 to 40 meters, something like that. And we're going down the hill, and I'm on the little saucer sled, and they're on a toboggan sled, the big long one, and I'm on the round one. And then my sled hits theirs, and I flip up through the air, over my friend, their head impacting me in the stomach. And I land on the snow on the opposite side of them, still sliding down the hill. I come to a stop face down at the bottom of the hill, and I just stay there for a while. I stay there for a while trying to catch my breath, long enough that my mom thought I was dead, which now that I think about it, it's a pretty common thought of hers. She seems to think I die a lot. Usually just because I didn't answer my phone while streaming. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what year that was, because I got the Kung Fu Panda video game for the PlayStation 2. What year did that come out? Because that's the year it would have been. Let's see. Kung Fu Panda PS2 game. Ah, here it is. When did it come out? Oh, it released in 2008, so I would have been 8. Man, I am old. But at least my age is easy to remember, even when the dementia sets in. I'm the same age as the year, minus 2000. And when you think about it, I'm 2,000 years younger than history. That's pretty young. Maybe the youths on the internet won't start calling me young. Oh, they probably will. They seem to like doing that. Anything over 20 is ancient, apparently. And I'm a whole 25. That's a quarter of a century. That's far too old. Oh, me talking about being old scared somebody away? Fair enough. Existential dread is a thing. Man, this is some industrial grade yapping. Maybe even military grade. Which, now that I think about it, military grade, not that good. Oh, all right. Let me know how that goes. Speaking of artists, I was looking at getting my background on VGen. It's looking like it's going to be floor of $150 for the price. Probably a good bit more since I want a lot of characters in the background. Oh, I keep forgetting these trousers split, but they're comfy, so I wear them around the house. Oh, Boreas, let me just make sure that's not Kuranai you're talking to, right? Jen, that was just here. They left. I'm pretty sure they're a scammer. I was being very polite. I messaged you on Discord just to make sure they didn't trick you since you were talking about your stream and stuff. Okay, just making sure. Well, welcome in. Welcome back in. Now then, we were going to yap, and we've been yapping. But what are we supposed to yap about? Can we yap about yapping? Is there a circular nature to the yap? Okay, just making sure you're staying safe. Wouldn't want nobody getting scammed. What is yapping? Can I yap? I can probably yap. Why don't I have the little number equation filter to go over when I'm thinking and talking like this? That'd be pretty funny. I should learn to do that. I sound like Mr. What's His Face from the What is a Woman documentary. Not that that was a good documentary. It was actually terrible. Thinly veiled propaganda at best. Oh, that's neat. Oh, if I go to other channels I mod for, it shows my original Twitch account when I first tried streaming. Oh, that was a long time ago. A long, long time ago. I can still remember. All right, the help and feedback menu. How do I time somebody out? Let's see here. Let's see. Shield mode. Moving widgets. Adding and removing widgets. That's pretty wicked. Let's see. Mobile. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. I'm going to test on Boreas here. I could make them a mod at any time. I could warn them or I could ban them. Oh, that's how you do timeouts. Oh, I'm just clicking on your profile so I can see how it works. So next time I have some weirdo here, I can just get rid of them quickly. I wasn't sure how to do it, and I probably should have just kicked Kuranaya given the chance. Just to make sure I'm being safe for everybody. Because I looked at their profile after they followed me on Twitter, And they are definitely a scammer. If I go to notifications, I go to this man. Yeah, I don't trust anybody whose profile says that they're an artist, but they don't post any of their art. Just a bunch of random VTuber things. They're either a kid in well over their head, oh, what's this little clip here? So I found somebody that's using the same background as me. Do I have a little cousin that's also in the cafe? That's pretty cool. They're a cat. That's pretty wicked. Let's see here. You know, maybe someday we could do like a meme react sort of thing, but I'd really want to get permission to use videos. I wonder how you go about that. I know a lot of people do reactions to Daily Dose. That might be pretty cool. I wouldn't be able to save the VOD though. It just wouldn't feel right. You know? Huh. 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 Turning into a Minecraft villager when I try and think just her. Her. Maybe we do a Daily Dose react, but I'd feel bad doing it without explicit permission. Does Daily Dose have a contact email? Daily Dose of Internet. Okay, let's go to their YouTube channel. We'll give them a subscribe. I always like their videos. Let me see here. Daily Dose of Internet reaction policy. Policy. I can spell, I swear. Let's see here. I'm not seeing anything on it. It'd be really cool though if we could do some reactions to their stuff. I know Ari does it occasionally. What other options do we have though? We could scroll on the TikTok or Red Note. We could train a whole new algorithm. That would be pretty cool. You know, training an algorithm, that's kind of like having a pet. In the best and worst way possible. Oh dear, my cup. I found the bottom of it. That can't be allowed to stand. We are going to have another glass of wine. You know, the second glass of wine always tastes better than the first glass. That's why I don't get why everyone's like, have just one glass of wine a day to improve your health. Well, you need a second glass to wash down the first. Never gets old. Oh, welcome back in. Yeah, I'm always so hesitant to do reaction content just because I'm worried about getting like a DMCA or something. I know I'm a little guy and probably fly under the radar, but it's best to do best practices right at the start. Let's see. Shrink that tab. We don't need that at full size. All right, all right, all right, all right. Ooh, the music's kind of popping, but I think we might change playlists. Let's see, where's Ghost of the Molly Maguires? Let's see, go to my home tab. Oh, what is that? Yump, 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 yump. Oh, are you talking about making your model yump? Or what do you mean by that? Because making your model jump, that's something you can do in VTube Studio. You just have to jump. Now, if you want to have physics for that, oh, you're quoting stuff. Oh, darn, your quotes are a lot better than my quotes. All right, let's see here. Good. Okay, you saw the message I sent you into Discord General. That's good. Well, at least that was one of the. At least that scammer person we had earlier, I was able to get them to follow. That helps my number go up. If I had as many follows on this website as I did on X, the site formerly known as Twitter, I'd be a very rich man. But most of those follows are robots. Like 90% of them. Ooh, I wonder if my Friday or my. That reminds me, I haven't checked to see if anyone in my Friday or my Saturday group has seen the community Discord. Okay, well, it looks like one of them saw the message. I haven't seen them join. Hopefully they do. It'd be nice to have them around. Then I wouldn't need to bother them. When usually I'll send them a message in the group chat, even though I know they're probably busy, just so that way they know I'm inviting them over. Oh, I was going to change the radio station. That's right. We'll go to Angeline the Baker radio. And we'll play Angeline the Baker. Add to queue. It'll play after this one. This is a bit more country than I normally listen to, but it's not bad. Oh, welcome in, welcome in. We've been yappificating. Now that I think about it, if this is Yappaholics Anonymous, maybe we're supposed to not yap. To yap or not to yap? That is the question. Oh, the way Spotify sets up like playlists based on songs, it calls them radio stations. And it's also how I kind of think of them too. Since growing up, I listened to a lot of radio. Oh, this song is fun. Yeah, the Spotify radios. I've had Spotify since I was in high school. So, like 10 years. I meant to make a new Spotify account when they got rid of the student discount for my account after 4 years of using it. But then I would have lost all my like songs and everything, and that would have kind of sucked. Don't. Oh, I use it whenever I'm not listening to videos or a book. I've never noticed an issue with the audio quality on Spotify. Huh. Interesting. But is Tidal good though? Is that kind of like a Spotify Pandora analog? Because I know getting the licensing for music must be a pain. I know Spotify has like a whole department that's like legal teams just for getting licenses set up and making agreements with label companies. Oh, all right. Dolby Atmos? I don't recognize that name. Oh, while we're talking, if you put in exclamation point recommendations, you can recommend songs at any time for Music Monday. I'll collect them over the week and then also during the Music Monday streams. Let me see. I'll grab the thing since my key's not working. Control C. Then we jump back over here and we control D. And that's just a little Google Doc form and it saves the responses that everybody puts in. Should have married Angelina many years ago. Angelina is season, Angelina is stout. And every day she bakes the bread and rolls the biscuits out. Oh, Angelina, I know. Should have married Angelina many years ago. The time that I saw her was at the county fair. Father tasted me almost over and told me to stay there. I love this song so much. Oh, so we have a new feller at work. I think their name was like Ben or something like that. It, I'm not going to even bother remembering their name because they're not going to be there for more than like 2 weeks. Okay, we got L Block. I don't know what that means. I don't think I'm smart enough for this whole stream thing. I don't know. No. I don't know. No. Oh, but we got this new guy at work, and we're a training. I didn't. I thought you might tell me about it, but I can search it. Oh, it's a company that makes sound system stuff. That's pretty wicked. Oh, I see. That's my bad. I must have just missed it. Oh, but we got this new guy at work. I'm gonna finish my story now. And his name is Ben, I think. I'm not gonna remember his name. Because we're a training store, so they send people to us that don't know what they're doing for like 2 weeks. And then we send them away as managers. Or at least that's supposed to be the point. I'm not a manager. I just make the food. But it's such a waste because I spend all this time training people and then I never see them again. It's gotten to the point where unless I have to train them personally, I just don't even bother. Yeah, we're playing hot potato with the brain cell. No one wants that responsibility. But it's also meant that I've had people I've worked with that weren't getting sent to another store that I took like 3 months to learn their name just because I didn't think they would stick around and then it was too late to ask for their name. It's just one of those things. I needed fair warning. And they won't tell me I'm training someone until that person's walking back into the kitchen saying that I'm training them. Like, well, I would have really liked to know I was going to have a person back here. I would have saved some stuff for them to do so they could learn how to do this stuff. Because all that stuff to do right now is the dishes. And I would have rather they sent you back here at not the busiest time of the day. Doubling and passing. It's like this double it and pass it to the next guy, but with amnesia. Oh gosh, if I lean back too far, my model just shrinks right down. That's kind of funny. Oh, and then I had a pair of young lads come in and they asked me if I was going to be throwing away any of the food. I said, yeah, in a little bit. And then they just asked if they could have it. And I had to tell them no. I can't just give away free food because then you won't buy food. As much as I would like to give people free food, I know I would get in trouble with the boss if I did that. Probably written up. Plus, they didn't look like they necessarily needed food. Oh, we have this. Oh, I need to go down to the pizza place later. I promised the one person I work with that I. Oh, not much. We're meandering through topics. I need to go down to the pizza place in town tonight and ask about getting some of their chicken boxes. Because the older lady I work with, she makes these plastic blankets for homeless people. And I was just thinking that those pizza boxes or those chicken boxes, since they're laminated and have handles, would be really nice to give out with the blankets. Because they would keep the homeless fellows' items all safe from getting wet, especially with the snow. And it would make them easy to carry around. Yeah, they're made of recycled like shopping bags and stuff. It's really neat. They're meant to be really durable and act as like both mats on the ground to be a little more comfortable or a covering for wind. Because even like a normal blanket wouldn't survive being outside for an extended period. Plus, it's a lot cheaper, and you can't expect an older lady to spend $100 or more just on the yarn to make a blanket. Because yarn is so darn expensive these days. I blame the Woobles. They must have bought all the yarn to make little plushy Batmans and stuff like that. Fleece is expensive. Welcome in, Toxic. Yeah, I don't necessarily know why they do it at the end of the day, Joey, but it is something that they can do. So rather than deciding if it's worth doing, it should just be something that we're glad they're trying to do to be helpful. So I hear you're in the UK, Toxic. How is it? Have you gotten the famous Tesco meal deal yet while you're up there? Oh, I haven't checked my email in a couple days. I need to make sure our Twitch doesn't send me nothing. Gmail. Go to my professional account. Stream summaries. Tinker card. Looks like none of that's very important. Just me buying bits. Well, Toxic, I think you might be a UK citizen now. I think you can claim refugee status with Boreas back in South Africa saying that sort of thing to you. I'm not sure what there is to do in the UK. Like, they got some beautiful buildings and libraries and museums. They got those funny rocks that are in a circle. What else they got? All the whimsies over in Ireland. And by whimsy, I mean beer. The home of Guinness. Although, I don't know if you're old enough to drink. Maybe you are by UK standards. If you're in your last year of schooling, you might be old enough. Okay. Let's see. What can you do in the UK? UK's got knife crime. It's got public transit. Well, if you're in the no UK Brexited, so you can't go travel the rest of the EU while you're there. You're a year older than Boreas. Well, if that makes you 18, then you would be able to drink while you're in the UK, and that'd be pretty cool. Hello, Kato. No, cat, you cannot have any wine. The wine is for me. Although a drunk cat would be quite funny. Well, you're such a good boy. It's the cat that I put the pictures of in Discord. He's so sweet. Let's see, who all is here? I think all of you are already in the Discord. Yeah, looks like it. Oh, wait, no, I gotta make Stream Elements join the Discord somehow. I assume you're like 16, 17, maybe 18. I assume you're like high school age. I'll be honest, if I thought you were like in middle school, I would probably have banned you. Nothing against younger folk. It just wouldn't feel appropriate to have people so young. I don't have a private island. I can't do it. Toxic is 16. That means Boreas is 15. Ooh. I feel like I'm doing something wrong now. I feel like I'm committing crime and I'm just sitting on my couch. I didn't know you could do crime from the couch. Yeah, Toxic, you gotta stay in the UK now. You can't go back no more. You live there. And unfortunately, Margaret Thatcher sold all the affordable houses for next to nothing. Which part? The not being able to do crime from the couch? Or the not owning an island, so not being able to do that crime? Oh, we have another person stopping in. Hello, hello. Feel free to lurk while we yap together. Or you can join the conversation. Both. Good. I'm pretty sure streamers are supposed to say wild, potentially mildly concerning things. At least I'm not over here like trying to fuck a werewolf or something. Ooh. We're getting dressed very rapidly. Nope, we're being nothing but professional. So how about those W-2s? Taxes, am I right? Yes, indubitably. Oh, we're adulting. We're being very appropriate. I have to do taxes too. And they're probably going to tell me I owe them money. So mad just because I took away Hot Man. If this upsets you, wait until you see the Foogie I have planned. It'll be quite funny. Let's see here. Wide. I don't have that emote. We will have to correct that. We got to get the wide peepo emotes. I was asking earlier, but Boreas Toxic, do you have 7TV? I'll ask you as well, Joey. Do you? I assume you didn't mean to use the emote. Well, hello there, Cass. How are you doing? And I'm not sure if you're calling me the nerd or yourself the nerd. I think both of those might be correct. At least one of those, being myself. But how are you doing today, Cass? Oh, I thought you said nerd, not need. My bad. Yeah, we need the wide people masturbation. We don't have that yet. Okay, that's good to know, Toxic. Oh, 7TV is a text emote extension you can add to your browser. That's why if you occasionally see in the chat scrolling up funny little emotes that aren't just the phone emotes. It is wide people masturbation. It's just a really dumb, scrungly Pepe emote. And it just adds to the joke of those emotes getting longer and longer and longer. Kind of like how hashtags used to keep getting longer and longer and longer, and people would make jokes about that. It's an anti-joke. Yeah, you see how I put the 4 capital A's and that made the little cat screaming on the screen? Let's see. Wide people. This one. Add. Confirm. There we go. When I was setting up my emotes, I made a point not to put anything that could be potentially inappropriate. But here's the full emote. I'll have to restart stream though before it'll be working. It's why people masturbation 777-69420. Gang shit, no more Fortnite. Yep, exactly. Cass gets it. And it was caught by Autobot. I had to allow it through. Oh, but this is Cass. They're the one that I'm going to be annoying for my Foogie. Oh, Boreas and Toxic. They're my 2 regulars that come by when I stream. The very nice fighting couple. Oh, I don't think this song's the vibe. Let's skip. All right, now I'm confused, which is my normal state of being, but still. I assume you're the cast that I was talking to on Discord and annoying. Speaking of, no message. Well, the second glass of wine isn't helping, but maybe the third will. I'm sure there's some information at the bottom of that bottle there. Uh, it's just been a cold, long day. But I get to come home and have a good time with all the people that come around, and that's pretty wicked. Yeah, my friends have been entirely too nice, though, coming around to my streams, which means I'm actually really close to getting affiliate, which makes me really excited. Who knows? Maybe one day I could work 4 days a week instead of 5. That's the goal. If you double the amount of drunk I is, I'd be dead. If you don't think wine gets people drunk, you haven't drunk enough of it. I don't think you'd actually be able to drink, though, at your age in the UK while you're visiting. But you could probably get some shandy without much issue. That's kind of considered an all ages drink. Shandy is just a mix of beer and lemonade. It's really good. And it's usually made to like 1 to 10 or 1 to 7 beer to lemonade, if I remember right. So it's not very strong at all. That's like throwing a shot of vodka into a gallon of juice. But it is really tasty. And, you'll grow into it. I didn't like beer either. And then one day, shortly after I turned 22, 23, my dad offered me a beer, and I was like, why not? And it was pretty good. But before that, I would do a spit take every time I drank one on accident. I remember we were out fishing on the local pond, and I was really thirsty, and I got in the cooler, and I thought I saw this can of soda, and I grabbed it without thinking, cracked it open, took a big swig, and just sprayed beer all off the side of the boat like a fountain. Eh, That's all stuff that you'll grow to like someday, but if you don't, it's not a big deal. After all, it's not good for you. But even though it's not good for you, as long as you don't go too crazy, you won't have no issues. I think everybody has that story. You want me to time out Boreas Toxic? That's it. Time out Boreas for 27 seconds. And Toxic, you better go to the embassy and start filling out an application. You're in danger now. My family used to go fishing a lot back when I was younger. We picked up a really cheap boat, which was really just a frame, and my dad fixed it up to be halfway decent. We had 3 little trolling motors on it, one on the front, 2 on the back. Now, these got motors that are like the size of your hand, maybe just a little bit bigger. And we got every bit of like 3 miles per hour out of that thing. It was one of those things where if we were on the other side of the lake and we decided we were done for the day, we were still fishing for another 30 minutes while we tried to get back. And that was before the motor started dying. Then we got to pull out the oar. And then one time we did lose the boat. We had to go up and bring the truck around while it was waiting over there for us, and it came loose and started floating out into the lake. So my dad had to jump in to go recover the boat and swim after it, which he can't swim too well because he's missing a couple vertebrae in his spine after he messed up his back. So he doesn't have his full range of motion, and he darn lost his swim trunks. All right. Well, rest well. I know jet lag can be pretty rough sometimes. All right. And Boreas, if you're still there, I think that 30 seconds is up. Oh, we'll skip this song as well. Well, I'll see you later, Boreas. Thank you so much for coming by. I do appreciate you both stopping in and spending some time with me. Well, darn. Without them, I don't have hardly nobody to yap with. This song's not the vibe either. Throw a skip on there. What should we do, chat? I'm not sure. Maybe we could slay some Spire. Or we could Stellaris, but I'm not sure how long I'd be going, so maybe not Stellaris. I'd be happy to yap with Cass. But I kind of suspect they just got me on in the background to see if I'm a cool enough person to get one of their arts. I assume you're giving me the vibe test right now. Is that a fair assumption, Cass? Oh, you did? And did I pass? Or do I get the hammer? Personally, I think I'm a almost funny little guy. Oh, yeah, the glasses are a toggle. But with how your stuff moves, if it doesn't work, you can of course do them without. Yeah, I got a full range of toggles that I'm very proud of. They took some setting up to do. Uh, Miss Katia, my model mama, was far too generous, though, with how good she made me look. Because in real life, I'm built like a bowl of spaghetti. Unlike this chiseled statue of a model. Yeah, I was going to send a reference, though, because I actually was thinking about getting two, one with just the black shirt and one in the full suit. I wasn't sure if you'd be able to do the two together, kind of using the same head asset. I wasn't sure quite how that worked. Because I was planning on using the Fugi also for when I'm doing streams on Enshrouded, since it's my favorite game, but it's a rather chunky game at times, so I wouldn't be able to run VTube Studio as well. All right. I'd, of course, be willing to pay the same price for both. I actually don't know too much about animation. I remember I got real into Drawfee back when I was younger. They're the reason why I had Adobe Photoshop on all my devices and tried really hard to learn to use it to draw and do stuff. But I just never got too terribly good. I was always better with a pencil and paper, and even that looked like someone a few years younger than myself. Me in high school drawing like maybe I was 10. Yeah, I haven't really watched them since I got out of high school, and that was, God, 7 years ago now? Too many years ago. Although I've yet to be called Unk on the internet. Although that might just be some lucky dice rolls going by so far. Sure, that sounds like it would be perfect. The black shirts kind of become just my casual outfit. Or if someone in the chat's getting thirsty, it's kind of fun to tease them. All right, wicked. I assume you do PayPal or something like that. Just send it to me on Discord. Uh, you must be making yourself a Fugi empire, though, I assume. I've seen, I think, 3 or 4 of yours. There was. Can I at least pay you half up front? I'd feel bad if you were started on it without anything. Right, if that's your preference. Fair enough. May I ask about how long they usually take? Not trying to rush you or anything. I just want to have a general idea so I can let my friends know when to keep an eye out for it. Because they don't realize the style that the Fugi's going to be in. It's going to be a funny little surprise. Oh, that's right. I did make a Discord to auto thing. I almost forgot. I feel so professional having Nightbot in my chat. Just you wait. Today, it's just me and you. But someday in the future, V Shonen. It'll happen. Or at least affiliate. Well, that I was expecting it to be a couple days. That's far faster. Well, you'll probably be finishing around the time I'm going to sleep if I've not already been asleep. I work the really early shift myself. I get up at 3 in the morning, the gross hours, because somebody has to make the donuts. Well, just send it to me and I'll probably send you the payment before I head into work, if nothing else, tomorrow morning. Let's see, we've been going for 2.5 hours. I can do another half hour at least. Oh, you got the little Limoon otters. It's so cute. And then I'll need to find somebody to do emotes before long. Because I know my friends, even if I tell them not to, they will subscribe. So I've got to make sure they're getting something out of it. Which is funny because I'm also subscribed to them. So it's really just a circular economy at this point. We keep passing around the same $5, and Twitch just keeps tearing it in half every time. Limes is great. She's another one I wish I could watch more. I kind of chose just to watch Ari, though, just because I can't keep up with everyone. So I'd rather watch one streamer, all the stuff they put out, than watch just a little bit from each. I still get clips and whatnot from Limes and the others, though. Maybe I should look at putting her when I get my background commission in somewhere. Because I asked Ari, Ghost, and Froggy. I never got an answer from Froggy, but I got an answer from the other two that they said they wouldn't mind being in the background. Because eventually I'll have a full cafe that's done just for me, and I'd like to have them in the background as customers. But then I could have like bottles on the wall that have like V Shoujo logos and other streamer logos on them. That'd be pretty cool. I think I'm only around the 100. I got plenty of people I follow, just one that I watch regularly. I don't like this song. The shame about the genre of music I enjoy is that there's a couple songs in there that are kind of yikes. It's just because they're all like 100+ years old. Oh, fair enough. I watch Ghost in the mornings when work isn't busy. She is very entertaining. She's a Scottish VTuber, but she's been sick a lot lately, so hasn't been able to be live as much. And then who else? There's always Froggy with the Frogathon going on, especially. Plus, it's great way to get a heads up if Ari's going to go live. But then I started playing Final Fantasy XIV, and although I'm taking a little bit of a break for it, I became an Omni Crafter, so it's just devoured my time. Within a month, I had hit level 50 in every crafter except Fisher. I don't like Fisher. I'm just not patient enough. Tinkerbella and Jorunev. I hope I said those right. I don't recognize the names. Let me just grab those names. Open up another tab. Follow. Oh, Matara's the other one I watch fairly often. Mainly for the subathon she was doing, which was really fun. I managed to get one of the shirts even. Oh, if I was talking to the others earlier, if I can find it and it still works, I might try and pull out the old PlayStation 2 from storage at my parents' place. I do miss a lot of those really old games I used to play as a kid, but I have the creeping suspicion playing them now they won't be nearly as good as I remember. And then I also want to get emulators set up so I can play my first Pokemon game on stream. The Pokemon trading card game for Game Boy Color. PlayStation 1. That was just a little before me. PlayStation 1 days were me in a diaper holding a controller while my dad told me I was playing while he was really the one playing Tomb Raider. Boreas, you're supposed to go to bed, and if you don't, I will time you out for an hour. Yeah. I don't mind having you around, Boreas, but when I hear that you're supposed to be going to bed, I will enforce it. Oh, I'll have to look into that. I'm sure there's a plenty of tutorials for how to set up the PS2 to do that sort of thing. Uh, the first stream I ever tried to do, this was back in 2020 when I was putting out like maybe 2 frames a minute because of how bad my home internet was Pokemon Conquest. If it's really expensive, I might hold off then. I really want to save money so I can have all my own assets. Like this background, for example, although it's lovely, it's just a placeholder. The person that made it did it with Stable Diffusion, and they put it out as something free for everyone to use. So I'm only going to use it until I can afford to buy it better. Because I'd much rather have real people art. Yeah, I feel a little gross even using it. But I need to have something. And the person that made it, they made it and put it on Reddit for anyone to use, which I know means they meant well. And I think just being honest about it, it's best, because otherwise if people look in the background, see like how some of the models don't quite make sense, they'll realize. And then it's like I'm lying to them. Yeah, I'm thinking within probably 2 months, though, I'll be able to commission someone. I'm not sure if you're in Gannon's Discord. I shared it on there, but I was making reference pictures using Tinkercard for the background I want. Let me see if I can pull them over and share them on the screen. Let's see, go to Discord. Oh, I just saw your Discord message. I answered that though. No glasses on the black shirt and glasses on the one that's in the full suit. Let's see. No, that's the Flesh Tuber tab. VTuber tab. Laganon. Art tab. Yep. There we go. That's the bar itself. We made that on stream yesterday. And then let's get the other angle as well. There we go. And that's the other side. Navigating the camera is a bit of a pain on it. But it seemed like it'd be a good idea to make it as a full resource. That shelf across the top is going to have a bunch of really little tables, so it can have like fairies and whatnot up there. So I really want like a fae vibe to the cafe once it's done. But I started the base of it based off the restaurant from Izakaya. I gotta slide over. You can't see me. I don't know why Discord puts such a big background on these things. Let's just delete them. Delete. And delete. Yeah, I tried to make those in Blender, but then I realized Blender, it doesn't work like CAD did. I was thinking I would be able to just put in dimensions on shapes. Oh, thank you. I was pretty heavily basing it off the Izakaya live action. I took a bunch of screenshots while I was watching it because I loved the set design. And if I remember right, the live action actually goes past the anime. And it's so good seeing real actors have those over the top food actions or food reactions. It's like, yeah, it's a spaghetti Napolitan. Calm yourself, man. Get a hold of yourself. You have a job to do. They nearly broke a man with an egg salad sandwich. Like, I'll be honest, I love a good egg salad sandwich. Only if my mom makes it, though. But I wouldn't forget to collect taxes just because I had an egg salad sandwich. But yeah, if you're ever wanting to watch it, if it sounds interesting, there's a app called Viki, Viki. It's by Rakuten, the like Asian Amazon. And you can watch it all for free with ads. And I absolutely adore Vicky. It's where I watch all my really trashy Chinese period dramas. I'm trying to remember names. I just eat them like watch them like you eat pieces of candy or junk food. All right. I need to run to the restroom really quick. So we're going to switch to our break stream, mute the mic, and then I'll be back in just a moment. Oh, I didn't realize the song started playing again. Yeah, I absolutely love it, so it's fine if it plays the second time on stream. Let's see, let's see. Go back to Stream Manager so I can actually see what's happening. Oh, it's just based off of Angeline the Baker on Spotify. Here, if I, which is the song that's playing right now, if I go exclamation song. Oh, heck yeah, it still works. Yeah, we even started doing Music Mondays because I wanted more variety in my music, and I missed Music Mondays. We did our first last week. About half the songs were from me just because there weren't enough people putting songs in. But I'm hoping this Monday that we'll have more people. I leave the recommendations open though all week. That way we can hopefully filter in a few more. Yeah, my music taste back when I was in school was the classic anime music. Just in general, I had a bunch of AKB48, Green, Baby Metal, and now at the start of COVID, I started listening to shanties. And somehow, if you listen to shanties, it's like, oh, you like drinking songs. Oh, I'm sure it would be crazy for you guys, but since I only usually have like 5 people in the chat at most, it helps getting a few more people. It's still at the point where I can do it on my own and don't need to try and commission one of my friends to assist. Oh, I'll have to edit my credits as well later. I'll get to play Enshrouded tomorrow, but not for very long since tomorrow's D&D night and then Saturday's my off day. But we're gonna go nuts on Enshrouded on Sunday. Oh yeah, I got dragged into playing D&D in my second year of high school. And I am still in that same group on Saturdays to this day. I've been friends with them for the past decade. And then Joey, who was in here earlier, he introduced me to they introduced me to an online D&D group. And then they left that group actually, but I've been in that group for 3 years now. And we play every Friday night, whereas the older group plays every other Saturday. Although it's more so turned into just our hangout session. You know, government mandated friend time. Do you play a lot of D&D, Cass? Talking about that music, it makes me think if I should change things up. I know I was thinking about playing Beatles and like older, like 70s music on weekends. Oh, that's pretty wicked. I've tried DMing a few times and I don't think I'm very good at it. I think my friends are just being overly nice. But we did do one campaign that was very like modular, and I did the very spooky Cthulhu part of it. I did a lot of research though to like how I wanted to describe everything to get it as close to the Cthulhu, like deep underwater, unknowable, twisting spookiness. I think I spent 3 months planning out what turned into, which was supposed to be one session, but turned into 3. It's not nearly as bad as my DM for the Friday night group. We were going to spend like a month playing the uh Game of Thrones RPG, but that turned into about a year of playing that. Now we're finally back to our original campaign, which had been going on for a year already. And I think according to their notes, we're in Act 2. Which means that's probably at least another year and a half for this campaign. My dude, they're in chat occasionally, but they're an absolutely fantastic writer. I keep trying to talk him into our next campaign, though, being recorded for a podcast. Oh, I'll bet. Each of our previous campaigns have been about a year. But we also don't go over level 8 usually. It's just a lot easier for him to balance at those lower levels. I remember our last campaign, I was playing the cleric, and I had a oath of pacifism, so I didn't even make a single attack roll until we were level 5. I was just always using guidance, bless, uh, hold person, that sort of thing. Oh, fair enough. You gotta break it up sometimes. our current campaign is us running a colony in the far north. We essentially got sent to Iceland. And I am the regent of the island because the player that was playing the Lord had to leave the group. And it's just me and the elected representative, which is another player character, fighting for which way we want to take the island. Because he is ludicrously corrupt, and I absolutely love it. Like, at one point, he's like, hey, these people that sacrifice their children, their god offered me a 1d10 cantrip, so I said yes. He's very much motivated by profit. But then the big empire that we're part of went to, or was attacked by the Drow and all the other like deep folk races. So it's been us trying desperately to keep up with the demands of the empire for more taxes to support the war effort. And I'm getting to the point now where it's like, I wonder if we declared independence, how bad would it be? Because they can't really do anything right now. And will they really be able to bring us to heal in future? Will they have the resources to send out an army just to deal with us? I don't think they will. Plus, there's a big dragon that we have to appease every year, and she'd probably be very mad at the town that celebrates her coming every year like Santa Claus got destroyed, so she might help out. Yeah, my friend Ghoulie, who comes by and is also a streamer, they are playing a Paladin of Bane. So I'm trying to get them on my side because if I'm just like, hey, I would like to be in charge of the island, just me, they like that sort of thing. Which will be really funny once I get to be in charge and then instantly institute a republic. It's like, haha, we're having elections now. I'm just Speaker of the House. Oh, I'm honestly surprised I've managed to talk for 3 hours. I know there's been a bit more dead space than or dead air that would necessarily be advisable. But even still, that's a lot of yapping. I'm the kind of person that goes to work and says maybe 3 words the whole day. And now look at me. I guess I am a yappaholic. Good thing we got these meetings. I wonder who all is live though. We should do a raid. Let's see. I don't want to raid someone that's too big because it would feel like I'm just trying to ride coattails. Let's see. Oh, Reams announcing their birthday, maybe them. I've rated DK twice already, so I don't want to rate them again right away. And Froggy's not back. Do you have any ideas, Cass? We raided rock already. Amiibo is live, but I'm not too active in their chat. Maybe Semi-Spree. Let's see, I think. Yeah, I know Semi. Let's do a raid to Semi-Spree. Oh, what are your ideas? I usually just try and raid in the general VTuber sphere. Well, I'll be honest. There are two people here, me and you. So, what do you want to watch? If nothing else, I'll get a cool person recommendation. But I usually enjoy yappers. That is, yapping over gaming. Let's see. Others. Here, let me refresh. It's being a little silly. It unmuted and it had my own voice going in my ears. That's one thing I really dislike about being a streamer. I have to hear my own voice. I don't know why anybody listens to it. I mean, I'm a little guy. I'm adorable. I'm hilarious. But not a great voice. Oh. A bunch of options. Let's see. All right. Well, who do you think we should raid? Because if you don't pick anybody, I'll pick Blur. Giga? Let's raid Giga. All right. I got to go to Stream Manager. Oh, I see the issue. So if I go like this here, and that'll take me to Stream Manager then. Let's do a little raid. And we're going to go into the Giggler. And not Gigalio. Let's start raid. Oh, Giga is not accepting raids right now. Well, gosh darn it. Now what do we do? That's it. Get over here, Blur. Or wait, is Bluto live? Pluto Punch has been tickling my brain lately. No. Blur. We're going to go over and say hello to Mr. Blur. Oh, that makes sense. Well, let's do a Yappaholic raid. Yappaholic raid. There we go. And then we do raid now.